So I think overall, to bring a sustainable solution, you have to kind of start from pulp all the way to the box and the package. And this requires everyone to work together to bring a good solution to market.
Hello and welcome to the latest edition of our Sustainability Perspectives podcast, where we explore some of the key packaging sustainability questions that are most relevant to the industry today. My name is Elizabeth Calder, and today I'm really pleased to welcome back Sameer Singla, who is CEO of Archroma Packaging Technologies. And Sameer joined us on a podcast last year that explored the trend of paperization from the point of view of a specialty chemicals business that is deeply involved in this trend. But obviously, a year is a long time in the packaging industry. So, it's great to have Sameer back to discuss some of the latest developments in the industry and get his recent insights. Welcome to the podcast, Sameer. It's great to have you.
Great, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for the opportunity to participate in this podcast. And I'm really looking forward to sharing with you what's going on in the industry and overall at Archroma.
Great. Yeah, should be a really interesting conversation. Like I mentioned in the introduction last year, in a podcast interview with my colleague Tim Sykes, you discussed the topic of extending the performance of fiber-based material. And yeah, obviously a year is a long time in the packaging industry. Could you broadly outline some of the changes and developments that have occurred since your last conversation with Packaging Europe?
Yeah, I think a lot, you're right. A lot has changed, and 12 months is a long period of time in the packaging industry. I think as you look at the whole packaging industry, biomaterials, circularity, repulpable, recompostable, compostable, recyclable, all are now what considered 12, 24 months ago, maybe buzzwords, technology, people trying to figure out what to do. What was there today, it's like mainstream. This is where everyone's working. Last year, when we attended the conference in November, we talked about for Archroma, for over 100 years, we've always been in a water-based chemistry. So we have never had a solvent. We always had a good solution that was a sustainable solution for packaging. Last year, we introduced a partially bio-based product for the market. And this year and over the last 12 months, we have worked really hard as an organization to get to a 90% plus bio-based product, which is compostable, recyclable, repurposable. And over the last 12 months, we've engaged with several global and regional brands and customers, and we have learned the desire that everyone has to bring this product to market. So biomaterials is starting to take a lot of traction. It has now moved from what I used to think just 12 or 18 months ago from lab to now mostly industrial trials. And so a lot of learning that's been going on. And I'm really excited that the acceptance of the industry and the brand promise people are making around circularity, that we are now part of that cycle and effectively working with the brands.
And leading on from that, when you look at packaging innovation today, where do you see the main focus areas, and also where do you think they should be?
I think when you look at sustainable packaging, I think circularity is one of the key parts of it for the organization. I think the industry started with just PFAS and solvent-based chemistry. Today, the industry is talking about water-based. I think water-based is pretty much now becoming the mainstream of chemistry that's coming to market when it comes to converting chemicals. And now I think that the bio is the big portion of it. And I think for organizations to be successful, it cannot be just one portion, one product. It has to be every single product that goes into the value chain to create more circular solutions for the industry.
I'd imagine creating these solutions requires a lot of collaboration. And I wanted to ask you about how do you collaborate across the value chain to expand what's possible in packaging design?
Yeah, so I think that's a very important question. And I think we are pretty lucky to be in an industry where collaboration is not just something we talk about, it's actually practiced almost every single day because the brands and the consumer expectation, the brand promise, everyone understands that. And I think between large mills and converting customers that we have, the raw material suppliers, the equipment manufacturers, and ourselves from the chemistry side of it, we're all working together to bring a sustainable solution to market. And that also requires working hand in hand with policymakers and the regulatory framework that exists. So I think overall, to bring a sustainable solution, you have to kind of start from pulp all the way to the box and the package. And this requires everyone to work together to bring a good solution to market.
So it makes a lot of sense. You mentioned water-based chemistry, and since your last conversation with Packaging Europe, have there been any recent advances and innovations in water-based chemistry you'd like to share?
Yeah, I think, look, I think everyone in our industry is working towards how to reduce, how to improve yield, how to make sure that we're removing waste, how to look at the full structure of what we're manufacturing. So for a couple of things that the teams have been able to do and we're bringing to market is, for example, today there are two different products that packaging company would require. One product for freezing temperatures that are less than 30 degrees C, one product for a hot cup. And I think the teams have done a lot of innovation in trying to showcase that one product can use and can be utilized across the board. So if you think about it from a converting aspect, you only have one product, you have one less cycle time. Think about it from a QSR, from a quick service restaurant perspective. Instead of two SKUs, one for hot cup and one for freezing or for carbonated drinks, you have just one product that's there available for the consumer, which is less reduction overall. So I think the supply chains are going to improve because of some of these innovations. We are also looking at products from a water-based chemistry. Today, you have hot melt chemistry for adhesives for tapes and labels. We have created and patented high solids product that we're bringing to market to be able to work with converters to bring more sustainable solutions. So I think innovation is key for success, whether it's in the water-based technology, whether it's bringing brand new molecules to the market. I think the investment that this industry is making into innovation is the key to delivering sustainable results.
And why do you recommend looking beyond just one area, such as adhesives, but take a broader view?
Yeah, I think this is where I believe that Archroma is pretty lucky because, we have been working in the industry and working with our customers all the way from pulp to a converted package. So, for example, if you're looking at a French fry, and it's very important that, to create sustainable solution that we work with everyone who provides a product into this value chain from pulp all the way, like, for example, a French fry carton. Here, you have to have the oil and grease barrier. You have to have the adhesive. You have to have the ink. You have to have the pre-coat. All of these things need to be sustainable materials and sustainable chemistry to make sure not only we deliver a right functionality, but we also deliver a material solution that is compostable, that is recyclable, that is repulpable, and meets all the regulatory requirements globally. So to have one package, it will require multiple organizations to work together. And luckily for Archroma, we have technologies for a lot of these products. So we're able to bring a full solution to the market.
I also wanted to sort of dive a bit deeper into the packaging and find out from you, what role does chemistry play to help create circular packaging solutions across all layers of the package?
Yeah, look, I think it is critical as we, as an organization, as folks that participate in this industry, that we design solutions with the end of life in mind from the start, making sure that we support fiber recovery, recyclability, and compliance without compromising performance. So there is no way you can bring a product to market that doesn't perform according to consumer expectation and a brand promise with the brands that we operate with. So I think overall, our job and our mission is to ensure our chemistries enable and not detract from the end of life profile.
What developments do you foresee in the coming months and years, both at Archroma Packaging Technologies and in the industry at large?
Elizabeth, we are very excited. I think we're very excited about our bio platforms. We've talked a lot about it. It is something that the organization has been working very hard with the brands and with our converting customers. And I think we're excited that we're about to launch this fall our bio-based oil and grease product, which has already gone through multiple lab tests, multiple industrial trials, so it's going to be globally launched for us. And I think the whole theme around launching some of these products to market is to focus on recyclability, compostability, but not sacrificing the performance or the usability. And I think with that basis, we've gone to market. Our oil and grease barrier that we're launching utilizes natural materials that maintain food value chain, which has been critical, what we are hearing from our customers, and meets high performance standards. Now, bio-based material and bio OGR is just one of the products that the team and the organization is launching. And as we said, we're looking at the whole platform, but the team is very excited about bringing this to life. And we're looking forward to sharing this with the broader industry.
And finally, obviously, listeners who are interested in everything you've talked about today, where can they go to find out more?
I think people can learn more about Archroma at www.archroma.com/packaging-technologies. We have a lot of great information there around materials, around sustainable packaging, and there's tons of data around the industry and our products at that site.
Perfect, thank you. Thank you very much, Samir. That was a really interesting conversation. Great to have you on the podcast today.
Great. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for giving us the opportunity to share how hard the organization is working with the partners to deliver a sustainable chemistry to the packaging industry.
Perfect, thank you. And quick information to our listeners. In 2026, Packaging Europe Sustainable Packaging Summit will take place again in Utrecht in the Netherlands from November 10th to November 12th. And this will be from Tuesday to Thursday this year. And also make sure to subscribe to our podcast on whatever platform you're listening to it, so you don't miss out on any of the latest episodes. Thank you very much. Goodbye.